In our last example, we did some mole-to-mole stoichiometry. So we were given a certain number of moles of reactant and we calculated the number of moles of product we'd make. And the relationship between moles of reactant and moles of product is the stoichiometric factors, which are the coefficients in the equation. So in this case, 2 moles of hydrogen and 1 mole of oxygen makes 2 moles of water. A much more common example in chemistry is mass to mass stoichiometry. So you're given grams of a reactant and you need to calculate grams of product or grams of the other reactant. And so in this case, we've been given grams of hydrogen and we need to calculate grams of water. So remember, we can't directly go from grams to grams. We have to, what do? Put the mole in the middle. So we're going to go from grams of hydrogen to moles of hydrogen to moles of water to grams of water, and we go from grams to moles using the molar mass. Okay, so the molar mass of hydrogen is going to be 2 times the molar mass that we get from the periodic table, which in your book is 1.01 grams per mole. So 2 times 1.01 is 2.02. We want to put grams on the bottom, so 1 mole over 2.02 grams. Moles of hydrogen to moles of water, we use the molar ratio, which we get from the balanced chemical equation. So we can see 2 moles of hydrogen produces 2 moles of water. So that is a 2 to 2 molar ratio, which is the same as a 1 to 1 molar ratio. I'm going to write 2 to 2, 2 over 2 on the arrow, just so we remember where that comes from later. So 2 moles of water per 2 moles of hydrogen. And then moles of water to grams of water, we need the molar mass of water. We want moles on the bottom. So 17. Oh, sorry, no, that's wrong. Let's actually calculate the molar mass of water. We've got 2 times 1.01 for hydrogen plus 16. So that's 18.02 grams per mole. That's the molar mass of water. 18.02 grams per mole. Okay, so take our given quantity, 57.3 grams of hydrogen. We have to assume we've got more than enough oxygen while we're doing the problem, okay? If we're calculating grams of water from a certain amount of hydrogen, we're going to assume we've got more than enough oxygen. So 57.3 grams of hydrogen multiplied by 1 mole over 2.02 grams of hydrogen. So grams of hydrogen cancel, and we're left with moles of hydrogen, multiplied by 2 moles of water per 2 moles of hydrogen. Again, moles of hydrogen cancel and we're left with moles of water, multiplied by 18.02 grams of water per 1 mole of water. So moles of water cancel and we're left with grams of water. So let's go ahead and plug that into our calculator. Remember, anything that's on the top is a multiplication, anything that's on the bottom is a division. So we have 57.3 divided by 2.02 multiplied by 1, right, because 2 over 2 is the same as 1, multiplied by 18.02. So we're left with 511, to 3 significant figures, grams of water. So that's a typical mass-to-mass stoichiometry problem.